here. Hi, Harrison. Okay, let me just make sure I have everything going on here. Okay, so we are on the, okay, it's recording. Everything looks good. Sorry. You guys know me. I'm not the best at all of this multitasking. So we're on the 9th body. We've done 1 through 8. Today's 9, and then next week's the last one, the 10th body. So then the project here is completed. So we're on the subtle body, which is actually the most powerful of all the 10 bodies. And the gurus say that the subtle body is what carries the soul gently on when it leaves this lifetime. So when the body dies, the pranic body collapses and exits the body through the mouth, the ears, and the eyes. And then it encapsulates the soul body and carries it gently on. It's really beautiful. The physical body is left behind. The key phrase to the subtle body is mastery. So where there is mastery, there is no mystery. If you have a strong 9th body, and you can think of somebody in your imagination who you can say now has a very strong subtle body. They're calm, they're graceful. They can read between the lines. Nothing really gets past them. Intuitive, very intentional. Somebody who's got a weak 9th body might be triggered very easily because they don't always see the big picture. So that makes them somewhat aggressive and explosive, or they simply might be kind of awkward and gullible. So they just can't see the forest through the trees. So some insight into mastery is, if you want to know something, you read about it. If you really want to learn something thoroughly, then you write about it. Like why we write all those papers in school and college, because we're trying to organize our thoughts around this topic. Now, if you want to master something, you need to teach it. And when you teach it, you have to explain it. So you have to not only understand it for yourself, you have to explain it in a way that someone else will understand. So there's that subtle difference there. So building a strong, subtle body is all about mind and meditation. So today's class is got a lot of meditative aspect to it, but we can also sort of pay close attention to like the finer details. So refinement also works on your subtle body. So refining your speech, your actions, your appearance. You think about how you feel. Sorry, somebody's coming in, I think. Yes, wait, somebody. Sorry guys, hold on. Okay. You think about how you feel. Where was I going with that? When you take the time to dress well, or you put great intention into cooking a delicious meal, these attention to details all bring you closer to your soul, because you're honoring yourself, you're honoring your authentic self, and you're loving yourself. But the biggest area we can refine is through our speech. And so today we focus on the mantra. We code the subtle body through sound. So the subtle body carries the frequency that will carry on our soul. So how do you want to code your subtle body? I mean, honestly, you're always chanting something with your thoughts, with your words. What exactly are you chanting? And so if you think of your thoughts and the words and your speech coding your subtle body, you might want to pause for a second. So what is a mantra? Man is mind. Antra is wave of the mind. So mantra, wave of the mind. This is your thoughts, your crown chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus. At every moment is downloading and releasing 1,000 thoughts, 1,000 vibrations, wave of the mind. And then those 1,000 thoughts vibrate the 72 strings in the body called the sewers, which cause 72,000 vibrations through the nadis. the channels through which the pranic energy moves. So nad meaning primal nothingness, right? So na, nothing, ad, primal. So that's the sound. And in the beginning, there was the sound, the word, and the word was God. And so we code our subtle body with the frequency of our highest consciousness, getting closer to God. Okay, so we tune in with Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the creative wisdom. I bow to the divine teacher within. We tune into class with this because at this point, we tune into our soul and that piece of us that is truly infinite, right? The soul is infinite. So we're using a lot of meditative pieces today, chanting mantra sa, ta, na, ma. So we usually say sat nam, but today we'll refine it and we'll use sa, ta, na, ma, the 4 sounds that make up sat, nam. And we'll also use Wahe Guru. And Wahe Guru is really like saying hallelujah, you know, like if we were in the deep south in an awesome church, we'd be saying Wahe Guru, or we'd be saying hallelujah. Okay, so we're just gonna start tuning in, and then we'll get our breath going, and then we'll get the body moving, clarifying the subtle body. So rubbing your palms together, creating heat in those nadis to open up those channels. Close your eyes, sit tall, thumbs to your heart center. Deep breath in, pulling in as you lift up out of the pelvis, lengthening the spine, pulling up the root lock. Tucking the chin slightly in to lengthen the cervical spine. The neck grows longer. Shoulder blades slide down the back and focus on the third eye. And another inhale through the nose. And one long exhale through the mouth. And inhale to begin. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And inhale and exhale. Take your left hand and you're going to make Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger come to touch, and just rest it on your left knee. And then the right hand's going to come up and your index finger is going to block the right nostril. So we're just going to start with pranayama to clear the pranic channels. So you're going to block the right nostril, and through the left nostril only, you're going to begin a breath of fire belly pumping, okay? Unless you're on your moon cycle or having issues with your left nostril, it might take a minute to clear, depending on if you're just waking up, congestion. But clearing this channel, so inhaling, exhaling through the left nostril, pumping the belly, breath of fire, and begin. and inhale. Excuse me, inhale. And exhale, switch, making Gyan Mudra with the right hand, taking the left hand, index finger blocking the left nostril, and begin breath of fire with the right nostril, right nostril. You might find that one nostril is blocked and the other is clear, and that's normal. Throughout the day, it changes. One is opened, one is more closed than the other. Just do your best. Really pumping the belly. Remember the pumping the belly, that third chakra, navel action, creating the heat to open the Sushumna once the prana and apana meet at our navel. And inhale and hold. Now Gyan chakra with both hands on the knees. Breath of fire through both nostrils. Now inhale, hold the breath, squeeze the root lock in, rectum, sex organs, navel, all pulled in, energy swirling up the spine, bringing the energy up into the third eye, up through the crown, and exhale. This next little piece we're going to do is called clarifying the subtle body. And so this one, we're going to be breathing through an open mouth. So kind of O-shaped. And then I'm going to turn on some tantric had music. And with the had, as they chant, you're going to bring the hands up overhead. The left hand is going to come over the right. So had, 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 had. It's easy. Eyes closed, gazing out the third eye, O-shaped mouth, breath coming in and out. Breath hitting the back of the throat, feeling the air as it's coming in and out the mouth, over the lips, okay? So I'm gonna turn this music on to have a little bit of rhythm because we want to be in touch with the sound. O-shaped breathing, left hand over right. Can you hear the music? Hud. Make it powerful. This is your subtle body. This is what will carry your soul on once the physical body is finished here. Powerful movement. Powerful breath. Clarifying the subtle body, clearing out any negative thought, negative intention, any frequency, vibration right now that is not serving us. We clear it from the subtle body and we prepare for our practice to code it with the sounds and vibrations of our higher consciousness. Powerful movement, powerful breath. Find that rhythm and really connect with that rhythm. Be a part of it. It's part of the vibrational experience. Keep going, starting to feel the warmth, energy rising. About 90 seconds left to clear your subtle body. Make it intentional. Make it even more powerful. Make the breath even more powerful. 20 seconds. Now clasp the hands together overhead, palms face the ceiling, gazing out the third eye, pulling the arms up like the palms will touch the ceiling, but dropping the shoulders from the ears, sliding the shoulder blades down the back, holding in the inhale, inhaling and holding in the breath, letting the energy circulate up the spine. And exhale as you slowly drop the hands down to your sides. And then we'll come into tabletop. So we'll start moving the body. And here in tabletop, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Just start to circle the hips, letting the butt come down to the heels, and then letting the belly back sag slightly. Sorry, having trouble speaking. Just nice big circles with the hips as we were sitting for a few minutes there, loosening up, freeing up the hips, loosening up, waking up the second chakra, holding the belly in, letting it sag as we come forward. And then reverse the direction of your circles. Nice and slow, intentional movement. Everything today that we do is slow and intentional. Refinement, the finer details, attention to the details. And one more circle. And then come into table. And from here, we're just gonna sort of go back and forth between looking up, dropping the belly on the inhale, and then exhaling, rolling the toes under and pressing back into down dog. So inhaling, coming to cow, looking up, lifting the heart, letting the belly sag. Exhale, pressing back to down dog. Down dog, knees can be bent. Just slowly each time you press back, maybe pressing a little further back into it. Inhaling, exhaling, press back. Inhale, exhale. Use your breath a little deeper each time. And when you're in down dog, stay in down dog. Take a few breaths here. Pedaling out the feet, pushing the hips up and back, letting the heart press towards the thighs, relaxing the shoulders from the ears. Now from here, our strength and confidence building, Sarva Dandis. So inhaling to plank, exhaling down. Place your knees on the earth if you need to. Inhaling up, exhale, press back to down dog. Inhaling to plank, sa. Exhaling down, ta. Inhaling up, na. Exhaling back, ma. Ta. Ta. Na. Ma. Ta. Ta. Na. Ma. We're not going to do as many of these because we're paying attention to every finite detail. Subtleness within the posture. Ta, na, ma, ta, ta, na, ma. And you're pausing for like a fraction of a second in each stage of this posture, honoring each piece Honoring plank, honoring the chaturanga, honoring the up dog, honoring the down dog. Each piece is important. There's a bigger picture. And when you're finished with your last one, come to down dog. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale fully. Inhale one more time. Exhale, place the knees on the earth and spread them wide. Come into child's pose. Let the low back release. Take a nice deep breath here. Now you're going to stretch your hands out in front of you. You're going to slide the body along the mat. So chin, chest, belly. Come to a high cobra. And then without stopping, keeping this rhythm and movement going, you're going to slide back into child's pose. So you're just sort of oscillating through, sliding the body up to a cobra, using the belly to pick up the body off the mat, and then pressing back into child's pose. So inhaling, sliding the body forward, pulling the belly in, going through table, child's pose. Inhale. Using the belly, exhaling, child's pose. Going. Using the mantra sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. One more. Sa, ta, na, ma. Now stay in child's pose. Palms come together in prayer over your head. Forehead on the earth, third eye on the mat being activated by the pressure. Set your intention. Say your prayer. Now you can stay here or you can raise up in the table. You're going to lift your left leg. Take your right hand if you can. If you wanted to stay right here, this is perfectly fine. You can take your right hand, reach around, grab your left foot or your left ankle, pushing out of this left arm so you're not collapsing into this shoulder. You want to lift up and out of it. Lift the heart. Look forward. Breath of fire. Now inhale, and as you exhale, release the ankle if you're holding on to it. Straighten the leg. Right arm extends in front of you. Left foot, leg extends behind you. And hold here, holding the belly in. Don't collapse into that left shoulder. Long, deep breathing. Sa, ta, na, ma. Strengthening the third chakra. And inhale, stretch as if you could touch either side of the room. Pull in the belly, pull in the root, the Mula Bandha, root lock. Exhale and release. And we'll go other side. Lifting the right leg up. Left arm comes around, grabs the foot. Pull up out of this right shoulder. No collapsing into the shoulder. Lift the heart. Find a gaze to stare at. Breath of fire. Inhale. Exhale as you release the leg. Again, reaching with the hand and the foot for the opposite sides of the room, pulling the belly in. Pelvis, hips should be turned towards the mat, so your pelvis is square to the mat. Long, deep breathing. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Inhale, reach, extend, pull in the root lock, pull in the navel, and exhale, hand and knee to the floor. Stepping back, coming into our frog squats, start bringing the energy up from the lowers up to the higher. So balls of the feet, heels together, fingertips on the mat. Inhale as we rise up. Exhale as you come down and look forward. Ta, ta, na, ma. Use your mantra. Remember, if you chant it out loud, it becomes 40% more powerful. A silent mantra is also going to get the job done. Remember to lift the heart. And the inhale, really fill that heart. And last two. And last one. And you'll come to a forward bend. Slowly, slowly rising up, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up. And just to keep bringing that energy up, just a yogi march. Left knee up, right knee up, using hands in Gyan Mudra, moving the arms. Not running, just marching. Using the mantra and the breath. Ta, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. You should be feeling the heat. You should be feeling the pranic flow, the prana, the apana. We talked about that last class. The prana coming in, the apana, the energy of elimination, equalizing, coming together at that navel point, opening the Sushumna, the Kundalini energy, the life force, the creative life energy to rise up. Keep going, 30 seconds, almost there. Make it intentional. Refinement of all of our movements today. You want to be graceful? You want to be sloppy? Not just for yoga class, for all whole life. And inhale, just reach high, high, high. Try to close your eyes. Release the shoulders down, reaching high. Exhale, fully still reaching. And exhale, bring your arms down to shoulder level and open the legs wide. Inhale, you're just gonna bend over to the left hand, left foot. Sorry, that would be an exhale. Right? Inhale up, exhale down. Attention to detail here. Try to be present. Feel the leg as you're rising up out of. Uh-oh. iPad problem. Keep going. Feeling the navel pulled in. Keep your low back safe during the exercise. That's part of refinement. Attention to the details. Last two, last one. Hold the posture, be big. Close the eyes, spread the fingers wide. Lift the heart. Third eye gaze. And exhale. So you're gonna make fists with your hands. The thumb is gonna get tucked in to the forefingers, wrap around it. You're gonna make arm circles with your arms backwards arm circles. We're gonna do squats with the arm circles to the mantra sa ta na ma. So it's gonna be sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma. So it's like a 4-count squat using your mantra. Sa ta na ma, 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 sa ta na ma. Keep going. You'll connect with your own rhythm and pace. Paying attention to your belly, that navel center. Arms are strong. Sa, ta, na, ma. Keep going. Just 30 seconds left, so keep going. Make it count, make it intentional. Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na. Now come to stand. Now you're going to lift the opposite knee as the arm that's going to go backwards. So left knee comes up, right arm circles backward, and then alternate. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Now with this pose, in your mind's eye, envision yourself standing at the very pinnacle of a mountain. Lifting your knee, circling the arm backwards with confidence and grace and balance, calm. Last two. And release the thumbs out of the fingers. Just take a moment. Standing on the pinnacle of the mountain. Now coming to stand at the top of your mat, maybe 3/4 up to the top of the mat. How far back you step is up to you. We're gonna step back into a lunge. So the left leg will start, left leg lunge back, left arm will come forward, and the right arm will go back with the palms up. And then we'll come together, and then the other side. So you're just alternating, stepping back as far as you like. If you're going into a deep lunge, I just ask that you be careful and don't let the knee, the front knee, go over the foot. And once you kind of got it, it takes a minute for the body to do what our mind is telling it to do. But once you've got it, insert your mantra. Sa, ha, na, ma. Check in with your third chakra, holding that navel in. Palms come up. Just a few more. Sa, ta, na, ma. 2 more rounds of Satanama. Last round. And standing tall. Place the left hand on the heart, the right hand over top. Close the eyes. Just breathe into that heart space. Acknowledge the heart beating, sending the chi to circulate throughout the body. Now consciously breathe. Take your breathing into a long, deep breathing. So at this point, we're going to start a new mantra with this Kriya. This new mantra will be Waheguru. So you're gonna open your legs, maybe a little wider than hip width apart, but you're gonna find your own sweet spot here. You're gonna come down, so you're gonna squat down like you're sitting in a chair. And then if this is all you can do, it's totally fine. Or you can also straighten the legs a little bit. The idea that you want is to be able to get your hands underneath your heels. So now if you can grab your ankles, maybe the backs of your ankles or your shins, that's fine. The subtle body is said to be a bubble underneath the feet. And so this is why we're holding the ankles here. So once you've found the position that works for you, inhale, exhale. Now you're going to turn your head to the left, Wahe. You're going to turn your head to the right, Guru. Left, Wahe, right, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Nice and slow. Wahe, Guru. 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 Last one, Wahe, Guru. Now release the hands from underneath the heels or the ankles. Roll up all the way up to stand. Place your hands on your low back. You're just gonna stand tall. Lift the heart to create a slight back bend. It's very slight. It's more about your heart than your back. You're really lifting the heart, looking up slightly. Turn left, Wahe. Turn right, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Lift the heart. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Coating the subtle body with the seed sounds Wahe, Guru, the sounds of ecstasy, of bliss, of celebration. Last one, Wahe, Guru. Now slowly, with a flat back, hinging at the hips, bending forward, resting your hands on your knees, upper thighs. Same thing, looking left, Wahe, Guru. 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 Be careful not to let the low back sag, really pull in that navel center, engage that third chakra. Wahe, Guru. Last one, Wahe, Guru. Now slowly rising up, all the way up. Arms come up overhead, fingers are spread wide. Wahe, and on Guru, you just rise up like a heel raise. Wahe, Guru. So finding something to gaze at to help your balance. Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. The secret to this balance pose, any balance pose really, is to really connect with your third chakra, with your core center. Because if we are not connected with that and we fall forward or we fall backwards, we're in the future or in the past, we're not in the present. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Last two, Wahe, Guru. Last one, Wahe, Guru. Now slowly, just lower onto your knees. Lower onto your heels. And place your hands kind of wide in front of the knees. So think of the way a dog sits here, or a sphinx, a cat, they call this sphinx. You're gonna press your palms into the mat so that you might lift your heart and look up without flexing the neck too much. Looking up, Wahe, and then bringing the forehead to the mat, Guru. Wahe, 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 Guru. Take the time to really make that Sphinx pose at the top, Guru, and then consciously place the third eye on the ground, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Last one. Wahe Guru. Now coming into easy pose. Just sitting. Hands can be in Gyan Mudra or they can be palms up. You're going to just whisper sa, ta, na, ma. Just whisper it to yourself. Actively coding the subtle body. Now chant it in a normal voice. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. With each sound, really enunciate each sound, as these are the seed sounds to our Sat Nam. Ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, ta, na, ma. Think of all the meridian points in the roof of the mouth, on the lips themselves. Your body is an instrument. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Now inhale. You can stay right here or you can come into rock pose, sitting on your heels. Hands on the thighs. You're just going to spinal flex. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. The head stays still. Chin is parallel to the floor. You're lifting the heart and then rounding the spine. Moving the energy up. Nurturing the life force. Na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. 2 more rounds. Sa, ta, na, ma. Now inhale, hold the heart, lift it up. And exhale, come to sitting on your butt with your legs out straight. We're almost finished here, just some third chakra activation. So hands come right down at your hips, feet are flexed. So we're gonna be moving, again, moving meditation. So as Sa, you're gonna inhale and rise up into a reverse table. Ta, come back to sitting. Na, lift up. Ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Now, as always in Kundalini Yoga, we're given the opportunity to find grace in the middle of awkwardness. So maybe this is an awkward movement for you. Do your best to be the most famous prima ballerina and have the grace that she would exude on stage. Embody that. A few more rounds. Sa, ta, na, ma. Let's do one more round. Okay, now you're gonna point your toes. Legs are still out straight. Hands come a little bit further behind you now with the fingers pointing towards the feet. Same thing, but we're gonna come into a reverse plank. So the legs will stay straight and you'll put pressure on the heels. Again, the subtle body is in the feet. Raising up the hips, sa, Lowering the hips. Ta. Na. Ma. Sa. Ta. Na. Ma. The hips don't need to come up far. It's all about the mantra, coating the subtle body, fusing it with the love frequency. Sa. Ta. Na. Ma. Sa. Ta. Na. Ma. Sa. Ta. Na. Ma. Sa. Ta. Na. Ma. One more round. Sa. Ta. Na. Ma. Come up, shake out the wrists, shake out the hands. Now you can either have your fingertips on the floor behind you, or you can have the fingertips and the hands in front of you. You're going to come up into a boat pose. Same mantra. Sa, contract. Ta, expand with the heart lifted. Na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. All the front chakras activated and open in this simple movement. It's not hard. It might be challenging, but that's how we build character, by facing our challenges and conquering them. So keep going. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Keep going. You can do this. Last round. Sa, ta, na, ma. Inhale. Place the feet on the earth. Wrap your arms around your knees. Exhale as you drop your forehead towards your knees and just let go. Let it go. Now inhale, you're gonna lower yourself down slowly. Now, you're gonna make fists with your hands, and you're gonna come up onto your elbows. Now this might be enough. That's fine. If you can, and you feel called, you can right here, raise your hips up, chin to the chest, looking down at your third chakra. Long, deep breathing here, repeating your mantra, sa, ta, na, ma. Great strength, great courage, great character. This is you. Sa, ta, na, ma. Just a few more seconds, hold it. You can do this. And inhale, hold it up. And exhale, slowly, 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 slowly. Allow yourself to come all the way down to the mat. Now raise the arms overhead and moving right into it. Alternate leg comes up, alternate arm. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Pull in the root lock and hold the belly in. Keeping that low back safe, pressing it towards the floor. Nice slow movement. Remember, every millimeter of this movement is intentional. Last few. Last two. Now pulling the knees into the chest and raising the legs up, placing the hands by your sides. Just for 1 minute, as fast as you can, kick your buttocks with your heels. Pull in the root lock, rectum, sex organs pulled in, and the navel pulled in. It's not really a breath of fire, but you'll find that your breath will kind of go along with the movement, creating a rhythm. Keep going, you're halfway there. Make it powerful. This is it, this is it. This is the end of class. And inhale, reach the feet up, flex the feet as if the heels could touch the heavens. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, wrap your arms around your knees, just roll your body side to side, releasing tension in the low back. And last pose, our third chakra activation for the day, stretch pose. However you want to come into stretch pose, whether you have fists under your butt, whether you're only lifting the top half of your body, or if you want to go full stretch pose, we have hands, heart lifted, shoulders, head, feet all 6 inches off the earth, breath of fire, pumping the belly. And inhale, exhale, hold the pose. Inhale, exhale, release yourself down. Arms by the body, palms up, legs relaxed. Resting pose. Let the mantra and the sound healing of it fill your subtle body, fill your aura, coding in the love, compassion, forgiveness, kindness, abundance, prosperity, joyfulness, grace. And start to wake up the body, inhaling and exhaling. Moving the fingers and the toes. Rubbing the palms and the soles of the feet together before rolling up to sit. Sat Nam. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. It's Diego's birthday today.
Oh, tell Diego happy birthday.
Thanks, he's 17.
Oh my God, what?
Crazy, I know.
Tell him Auntie
Birthday
says
in
happy
school.
birthday.
I will. Jordan, he talks about you all the time, all these amazing things that you tell him to do. So thank you. I appreciate you supporting him and trying to encourage him. Thank you so much. He really looks up to you.
Well, he's a great, you can tell you guys did a great job. He's a great young man for sure. Tell him I said happy birthday.
Thank you. Okay, well, aloha.
Aloha.